Welcome back to this morning here, Thursday. So today is a French bank holiday. We have GGP coming in here at 1 p.m. So we have some news for the UK 100 that could affect the DAX market. Well, let's see here. We already had some news here, great news, but really not important. We have unemployment claims coming in 1 hour before market opening, okay? So, pretty simple today. News before New York session. There's no news really for the DAX. DAX just still trading at crazy levels. Just reading some news here. It's going to be interesting to see if market's going to rise today. So, break it quick down. Market is still trading at high multiples. It's not really coming down. Let's see if the market is going to get rejected here or if it's going to just push to new all-time highs. So it's very weird. We see such a strong market, but if you look at, Alphabet, it went down 10% this 9% yesterday, and Apple is also like down quite a lot. If you look, it's down 20%. And then we're looking at the QQQ. That's kind of like pointing up. It's not really coming down again. It's above the previous where we sold off from. But let's see. DAX could also come down this morning here, but let's see. So UK is trading down. They might expect news to come in here, but I would really like to take a short on DAX, so take a quick scalp. Wall Street pointing up, Nasdaq is pointing up. It could be a quick play to take a short here in DAX, but we went from highs of 430 all the way down to 850 to come back again to 400 to sell off again, but not below, to kind of like come back again to sell off, but no confirmation below 230 to bounce up again. So we might hit 300 today. Looks like the trend is pretty strong here for DAX. Current lows for DAX this morning here is 240. Current highs is at 290. Let's see if they're really going to push the market. So UK is selling off, but it's kind of like holding still. It went below the EMA. Wall Street is pushing. S&P 500 is also pushing. So the other indexes is pushing. UK selling off. It could be a long position on the UK actually, but there's news coming out about 1 p.m. So that's why the market is not really doing anything. Let's see here. Will this really push above 300? So this is an opening range breakout to me, that we're breaking above the 300, but let's see here. It could look like a short to me. It could get rejected here, so we could potentially short it back. But again, then I really have to be in and out very quick. Looks like it's getting rejected here at 300. $92. 8 minutes over, and market is just unstoppable. Last time we managed to get to highs of 410. I could consider really buying the UK. Either I'm buying the UK around 70 here, taking it back to 20, or I'm selling short on DAX. Selling short on DAX is a little bit risky because it's pointing up, the trend is up. The trend is your friend. I don't know if this is going to be the turning point around 100. I could expect that. I could also expect to be a turning point here. I don't know what the UK is going to do, but if the other indexes is going to fall, then it's going to come after it. I'm going to get myself ready for a quick short position, maybe back to 250. Let's see here. But again, this could really push up, and I really have to respect and manage risk correctly and not really go against the trend. So back again, but some sort of selling pressure, but no really confirmation. We are 9 minutes over. I could consider shorting the DAX here. It could be a quick scalp. I like the price action for the past minute. Kind of like strong selling off. I'll go for a short here. It's currently trading at 81, 82. Let's see here if it's going to come back to 50, 250. It could also really push up again. I think I'm going to move my stop loss to 310. Super strong move here on DAX here in the morning. I did not expect such a strong move. Wow. What a strong move. It sold off and it just gained everything back again. Do I really want to buy the UK? I'm actually considering buying this one here. Yeah, DAX it's really strong. It's not pointing down. It went down quick to take maybe liquidity to get momentum, and now we're just pushing. And I'm short. It could still sell off. It's not impossible. If DAX don't break 100 and Wall Street do not break 350, we could kind of consolidate back to 300. We could kind of consolidate back to 50. UK looks kind of like weak. I think Nasdaq and thinks it's going to sell off, but let's see here. Let's give it some time. If this is really going to sell off, I'll exit this one here. So get ready for exit. Nope, didn't manage to exit this one here. holding very strong. DAX is just pushing, got back to where it pushed up from again. It might push above 310 and just rally. So DAX is very strong this morning here. Nasdaq is not doing anything. Wall Street is like, and UK looks weak. Yeah, why should we not just get above 325 and then rally to 400? I think a target for a long on DAX could potentially be 400. There's nothing that could really stop the market. I think 400 could be a potential target. And now we're breaking above. Wow. Such a strong move. DAX is not planning to sell off. Consider moving my stop loss at last time. Here. Very risky trade here, but let's see if this is going to be the turning point and it's going to find some resistance here. It looks like DAX is just unstoppable. But if we look at UK, that's not doing anything. Wall Street is not really doing anything. This is not doing anything. It's kind of like tricky. And we just see such a strong DAX market. But DAX have no reason to fear. Everything is just positive. Everything just want to rally. It's just a long day because DAX is just very positive from the morning. Let's see if this is going to come back. Doesn't look that great. $300. UK selling off on a shorter time frame. Looks weak to me. This looks also weak. There's no progress really. Yeah, I would short the market here. Let's see if this is going to work out. I think I have a perfect stop loss. I think I have a perfect target. But again, it's a slow morning where things is just want to get pushed. It's impossible to make this DAX fall. They don't want to make it fall. I'm short because UK looks weak and I didn't went long on UK. That's why I'm shorting DAX. Let's see if we're going to break below. Get ready for exit this one here. If it comes below, it could come down to 260. Could consider having a take profit here at 68. Just if it pushed, and I cannot exit this one quick enough. Very strong. What's an insane market? Strong move, very strong move, very strong move. So everything is very strong. It looks like they're just gonna gain it back. You know what? I'll exit this position here for a little loss. I managed to take a loss here. I got out at $245 loss. I just don't get the progress. I was actually expecting it to sell off. I'm not saying that this is not gonna sell off. The only risk that I see right here is we keep saying higher lows. So if you look here, you could see here, we keep seeing higher lows and higher highs. So for me personally, I don't want to take the risk, not with 50 contracts. So I managed to cut losses. Yeah, I agree, but I don't want to trade the Nasdaq. I agree with this M forming. Yeah, I agree. I think that's also. I will also target Nasdaq short back to 554. So shorting the Nasdaq have a stop loss at 250 maybe, have a light position, and then target 560. I think that could be quite good. I even target 19,000. I'll also short the Nasdaq, but I'm not going to do this morning here. I'm still negative, very negative on DAX. I think DAX should sell off. I'm going to get ready for another short position here in DAX. Once we start selling off, I'll short it. So I went out on my short at 85, trading at 92 right now. S&P 500 is still holding quite strong. It's kind of like getting rejected around these areas. Rejected, it could really sell off quick. Same for Wall Street, is also selling off, UK selling off. You know what, I'll risk it. I'll do another short position here. It could be a quick scalp, so just be aware of that. The first one was a loss. Let's see here, the second one here. We need to get progress now. I'll exit this one here now. I just exit now at 81. So currently trading at 81. The reason why I exit is because I have a feeling after you're gonna try to push it again. But again, things start selling off now. Things start getting rejected. So if things is not, if it starts selling below like the 75, so 73, 72, start selling off, sell signal for everything. If all the indexes is doing that and DAX is not doing that. So break below here for Nasdaq 85, it's a short signal. Break below 320, so 19 is a short signal. UK, yeah. So I closed the DAX, managed to get 280. I can post my trades. Below 270, kind of like could look like a sell signal. Back, it could potentially come back again, but again, we need to see progress really below 270, 260, and we did not got any progress. And that's simply why I'm like, I don't really want to do this. UK looks very weak to me. That could be a short opportunity all the way back to lows. DAX is just pushing again. That's simply why I told you I will close it, because it's manipulating it. They're really manipulating this shit. Let's see. We have great news, I think. Let me just check here. I'm checking the report. I think we have great news here. Let me see. Yeah, we have very good news for Rheinmetall. That's also why DAX is rising. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's very good. Bro, wow. So hard this morning here. I think I'm gonna go back short here. So I'll short the DAX here 300. Let's see if this could work out. So I'm short again at DAX. Let's see if it's gonna be the turning point, and this could sell off. And if it's selling off, then I'll close it quick. So I went short because things start selling off here and the other indexes here. So there's a lot of selling pressure UK, a lot of selling pressure here on tech, Wall Street, S&P 500. All the indexes is confirming, and it's not selling off, and DAX is not really doing anything. I don't know what to really think and how to react on this price movement here on DAX. Yeah, DAX is just pushing while UK is really selling off, and I think it's because of the great news from Rheinmetall maybe. So DAX is really unstoppable. Wow. To be honest, I really didn't expect DAX to push so hard, while the other indexes is not really doing anything. So no progress, no confirmation. It might take me out. I have a feeling that this is going to take me out. There's like no progress at all. So UK sold off, really. Wall Street is not doing anything. DAX is like, yeah. It's just pointing up. Everything is just want to go higher today. And I think it's going to take the all-time high. Let's see here. Yeah, very strong market. Got stopped out here. Stopped out for $1,000. Market is just unstoppable. Should I really go long? I think I'm going to follow my strategy and just do a long position. Why? So I want to do a long because it's an opening range breakout. It's really pushing hard. It's taking everything out. But again, it could also get rejected here at 27. So managed to do overall 3 trades, 1 loss, 1 win, and then 1 loss again. I'm gonna go with the trend. Let's see here if there's gonna come a push on DAX. We could see a potential push here. It's an opening range breakout. It's a buy for me. It went above. Wow, this is insane. I'm just not really hitting things today. So now it's getting rejected. It looks like it's gonna come back to 293, back and forth. So it could get rejected here. Last time it sold back to 294, so I think I'm gonna have my stop loss on 280, this one here, and I would like to target 400 at least for this opening range breakout. Why? So we went above. I know we actually also closed above, and now we just see selling pressure. It's not really my day. First I get in and I get stopped out, and then it's just selling off, and it could really sell off. S&P 500 sold off. DAX is also doing, yeah. It's very unpredictable this morning here, and it could really come back. I'm a little pissed that I should start losing 2K this morning here. It's fine, but there's no really reason why I should start losing 2K. So the reason why I'm losing this morning is because of one simple thing. There's no progress, there's no break above, no break really below. It's not really closing, it's just kind of like trading sideways. It's gonna be interesting to see if we're gonna push to new highs of 400. Rheinmetall is also up, but it's kind of like getting rejected here. SAP is up 2%. It's up 4%. So things is pointing up for the DAX. So right now I'm targeting 80 points. Sorry. So I'm targeting 80 points. So this one here, I'm going after making 4K. And now once I get a big push above, and once I'm in more than break even, I'll move my stop loss to break even and let it run to 400 target. So a lot of noise, a lot of consolidation. It could really sell below. I don't know how low this is gonna go, but it looks strong to me here in a shorter time frame. Target 400. I could potentially also target the 4-hour time frame highs. So we have highs of 485, 476. Yeah, I could target a new all-time high for DAX. I think that's the way the DAX is gonna go. But let's see. If it's gonna break above 400 and there's really good momentum above 380, I'll target 470 instead of 400. But right now it have trouble breaking above 310, and it's kind of like tricky and it's selling off. UK, it's coming back. Wall Street is also a little tricky. S&P 500 is also selling off in a short time frame, but again, it's hard to predict. So I'm risking quite a lot to maybe make some or maybe make nothing. Currently risking 1200. It's a strong sign if it's going to break above in the next 30 seconds above 310. Then I'm pretty confident this is going to hit 400 at least, or 470. So let's see if DAX is going to break above in the next 5 seconds. It's going to come a new bar here in about now. It's a new bar. Let's see if it's going to break above or start selling off. It could also push everyone out to get liquidity around 260, but let's see. No progress at all. It's just very weak. So it went up to previous highs for this morning here, but it didn't manage to close above. It was just higher weeks, as you could see. So the body is here, it's a weak sign. But do I really want to short this market here? Moving my stop loss again here. I'm risking quite a lot here on this trade here. Quite a bad morning. Pointing up, this is not doing anything. I'm gonna go for a quick long here. If we can see a green candle, just take it back to 320. Let's see here if it's gonna hold or if it's gonna break below. I'm buying it here at 85. Let's see here if it's gonna push or if it's getting rejected here. Wow. Moving stop losses here. Let's see here. Okay, got stopped out. Wow, man. Very bad morning for me. This is insane. Got stopped out here in DAX. Really not my morning. Things is just selling off, but could this be a fake out? I got stopped out here. I think that's it for me now. I think that's a very bad morning for me. I could consider taking a long again here and actually target highs of 400 and just hold it. I think I'm going to re-enter my long here. I'll re-enter long here. So they just came back. I'm going to place a stop loss at 222. Let's see here. That's how quick it can go when you're using lots of size. S&P 500 also sold off. Tech also sold off. It could act as a new resistance here. This is also sold off. This is also sold off. And now we just start seeing selling pressure. Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to push back to 225 now after this strong candle and this strong resistance around here. But it's actually pushing this DAX stocks behind it, so that's why I didn't want to get it why the market is really selling off. It actually makes no logic sense to me why things is not selling off. I could consider adding to this one here again and take it back. I think this is completely crazy. So the overall idea I started playing for was shorting the market based on this resistance. And I really want to short it, but we got no progress. But again, we didn't got any progress above, so it was the right move to short it back to 250 as I explained early in the morning. But then I even think I got stopped out on a short position, right? Yeah, so I had a short position at 299 and I got stopped out on that one at 320. Yeah, I should just have placed my stop loss at 5 points above the previous highs and maybe like 35. And I should just have said, okay, I'm gonna only do one trade. I'm gonna hold this one here, waiting for a confirmation, but then I will have to wait. So I opened that one here at maybe around like 19, so I probably have to wait 15-20 minutes or something like that. That would have been a very good trade, because then I've made $2,500 and I would have risked nothing. So did first the short, it was correct, but I got stopped out. Then I did another short and I just closed it for no progress. Then I did another short, got stopped out, and then I flipped the switch and I took a long, follow the market, and then I took 2 large losses. Yeah. Let's see if this is going to be the turning point for DAX. But this could also turn around and sell off below 222. So I could consider exit this one here if there's no progress, because it could really sell off maybe from 275 or from 250 or 260 all the way back to 200. That's 60 points. So I'm considering moving my stop loss, but they could potentially come down and retest it. This is a hard one. But I'm moving stop losses on a short time frame here to 248 and I'll let it run. I'm still targeting 450 or maybe 500. I think 400 at least, and then 470. Now I'll just take gain back if that's possible. What I lost on the first short position, 1,000, and then I'll take the other 2 later maybe. I could easily gain this back what I just lost. No progress. So no progress, no progress, looks weak, looks kind of like okay, looks sideways, no progress, and DAX looks here, DAX looks, I don't know if it looks weak, but think about moving my stop loss to break even. I know I will get stopped out on this one here, but I've moved my stop loss to break even, a little bit above. I went long at 61, and I'm currently long. Why did I move it? Because I do not want to risk me mentally moving a stop loss to 200 and then I'm risking like 60 points, because 60 points with 50 contracts, that's going to be $3,000 more loss. So that's why I simply just control myself and say, okay, if it's not working out and this is turning around, then I'll just get stopped out. So I have a stop loss in place. I know it could come down and take my stop loss and then just push, and I just have to accept it and respect it and say that's it for me. But horrible morning. It is what it is. It's not that bad. It's only 5K and I'm up overall like 50K over the past like month, so it's not really bad. Not if I look at the overall picture, but it's just a little annoying. Yes, I'm still long. I'm targeting 400 this time here at least, but again, I could get stopped out now. It could get rejected here. You see the other indexes here is very negative. You see Nasdaq, I know Nasdaq is kind of like holding here. I would say if it's really gonna break below, it could be a short. So it's gonna break below 80. And DAX is also, I got stopped out on DAX, very unlucky. But I got stopped out on DAX for no money. Very unlucky that I got stopped out. I don't even know how he gets stopped out. Insane. That's actually quite criminal that I got stopped out there. My stop loss was 62. It hit like 63.2. So I don't know why I could get stopped out. And now, yeah. And now it's just came back to get liquidity, take everyone out. It didn't went below here. It's still above the higher week. It didn't even close below like we saw it before. It's actually very positive. I think about going long here just to see if this is gonna push. I'm currently long. Let's see here if it's gonna come up here, but it could get rejected. Let's see if it's gonna break above 300 and rally. So I just had too much size on this morning here. That's it. Again, it could again come back to 275, I think. It's tricky because there's no really progress in it. They really like, it's really annoying me. It's really annoying me. Again, yeah. I should never have got stopped out there. I should have placed my stop loss at 37, but I didn't manage to. I got stopped out exactly here. Got stopped out at 67. Let's see if this will push up now. But last time we have a lot of consolidation here as well between 77 and 09. 225. So that was the morning lows. Now we're getting rejected again. So, pretty strong idea of what I'm gonna do today. I can let you know, but I'll short it below to 220. I have to be aware of the risk that it might not break 200. If it breaks 200, it's a very good sell signal for me. Then I'll target the lows of 23,000. Else I'm just going to be long. I know the risk of it's not going to come back to 400. I know the risk it might sell off again. I have to respect it. No progress. Selling pressure, back again, and DAX is just fucking playing with me. Could consider shorting it again because it keep being between 330 and 222, 228. So it keep being below the highs for the first 15 minutes. So this is a no trading day for me when there's no progress. That there was no progress above 15-minute highs and there was no progress below, really. And UK is coming back. Nasdaq and Wall Street is holding and is also pushing. Right, let's see if DAX is gonna come. Or if DAX is just gonna sell all the way off again. Looks like DAX could potentially come all the way back to here, stop us out, and then sell off again. It looks very weak. Looks very weak. No progress on the DAX. It looks like it could be a short position and then target 200 or even target 23,000. But because of these three indexes is holding right now and it's pointing up, so I would say everything above here, so long. Same for Nasdaq. Everything above the previous highs, so everything above here, it's also long. Same for S&P 500. Not above this highs this morning, but above this highs over here. It's also long, but else I could consider just staying only short. Wow, what a weak market. I'll exit this one here, I think. Just holding my stop loss. Might do another short position here. Stopped out. Fuck, man, I hate this market today. I'll do a short position here. Maybe, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna short the market here. It's currently trading at 74. I'm shorting it here. Let's see here. But again, it could also point up and it could potentially come back. But here it's pretty clear to me what's going on and where the market is gonna go. So either it's gonna go to 23,000 or it's gonna go back to highs here. So the risk reward is quite good. Still short. I could consider scalping this market just to get back what I just lost. Let's see. So because there's no progress above the previous highs, because it failed after 15 minutes to break above the pre-market highs, and because the market is selling off, S&P 500, Nasdaq is selling off, pointing down, it did not manage to break above. It was just higher weeks, didn't close above. I want to do a short. That's why I'm short. UK is also pointing down. It's just a matter of time. Still short. I don't know if I should move my stop loss to break even. I'll just do it to protect myself. I think I'm gonna exit this one here for $800 in profit. So I just managed to exit my short, but I still have long way to cover what I just lost. I could do it here over the live session. So we have to respect that this might act as a support. So the index might stop selling off. I know it confirmed. I know it took this one out. I know it also kind of like sold off here, but it did not sold below here. So there's no progress really. So S&P 500, Wall Street looks weak, but again, it could really push back. Same for UK 100. The risk reward starts not becoming very good for a short. So right now the market is just everything above 275, it's a long back to here. Everything below, it's a short back to maybe 200 or even back to lows of 238. Why I'm not just going short now and hoping is because I could probably only gain 10, 15 points. I know it could break below and sell off, and I kind of like understand that, but that's a little bit more risky play. But I could get ready to short it again. But again, always journal down, always reflect, go over your trades. So you could see the first trade I took was a short. I was right about this one. The second one was a short. I was right about it. And actually the third one was also a short. I was right about it. But the first three trades, I didn't really manage to make anything. But if I have hold the first three trades and just the first trade, I would have made a fortune, right? And then I start saying, okay, the first three trades is not working with this short. So I'm just going to go along with no confirmation, with no break above. We just hope that the market is going to take off. And it didn't. And I paid the price. So I took another loss. And then I say, okay, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to add to this one here. And then I added and it just took me out again. And then I say, okay, now we low and I take long, but my entry price is very bad. I went for long at 61, it went up. I set my stop loss to break even, it took me out, it went up, but no confirmation, it sold off again. Then I went in for another long and it took me out. And then I now start shorting it around 72 when we break below and I get confirmation on these other indexes here, and it's actually managed to work. So it's a short play we have to go with below here and a long play above here, okay? So it's actually a short play now. I'm actually thinking about shorting it here. I'm gonna short the market here at 50. I know this could be the potential turning point and it could come back. So I have my stop loss just around this line here where it could be turning to be a green position. It's very risky. It's more like a hope factor. It's not really a strategy that I'm hoping that the market is going to sell off. Based on what? based on we went below the line at target. We did not went below, so this is still a long. Everything above here is a long. Everything below here, so 82, 81 is a short. So once we break below, it's a short for me. But again, that doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't mean it's gonna work just because it's gonna go below. It does not mean that things is gonna work out. But I should, yeah. I'm gonna exit this one here again, just to see if it's actually gonna come down or if it's just gonna go up again. I need to get quite a lot back here, but it's fine for me. So be careful shorting the market here. I'm not saying we cannot. I'm just saying we have to be a little bit careful. So there's really no confirmation here, but it's still weak. Really no confirmation, no break below. Some sort of confirmation, but oversold. It could easily come back. Here it's oversold. It could also come back. And here it looks like a long, like it's not really holding. Let's see. I know it's very rare that I'm live for like 53 minutes. Like, it's very rare. Again, if you're shorting here, you might short a lows and it might stop. It could come back to potentially 200. So I could consider doing a short position here again. But again, it could easily come up again. There's no reason why this is doing. If I should do something, I could consider doing a long. Why? So UK, it's not doing anything, but Wall Street is kind of like doing something, and the other indexes is also doing something. So again, it's not a short. It could be a long all the way back to 325. But don't hope for something, then don't do anything like randomly. I know it could push up back to here even higher, but wait for it to confirm and break above to 73, go in with the trend. It might come up here, sell back to 63. I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know where the market's gonna go. I know I will make this back here. That's the only thing I know. But I'm just gonna follow the trend. So strong support always at 240. This could act as a sell support. So went above, when not really above, selling off. So UK, it keeps selling off, and DAX is just unstoppable. Could consider doing a short position here on DAX. Thinking about doing a short position all the way back again. So for me personally, to really short the market and to really go in, I would say this have to break below 220. If it breaks below 220, I'll go for a short. So now you know my setup for today. If it breaks below 220, so 218, 219, I'll go for a short. I'll target this lows of 860. Might not be realistic. There's nothing that can really sell off the market. There's nothing that can really dump the market. There's no news coming in. But this is what I am planning to do, okay, just so you're aware. So no reason to be live for the next 3-4 hours. You just know my setup. If it's going to break below, I'll short it and see if I can get back what I just lost. Else I'll see you later, and then we'll see what we can do.